This is a web evaluation for GuruConsult.com. Guru Consult is an IT outsourcing company, I guess. Up here in the browser title it says IT support, network support, IT project management, IT consulting, and IT outsourcing services in Washington, D.C., Virginia, D.C. Metro. That's a pretty good browser title. You may be trying to optimize for too many words, but at least you've got the important ones in there, and you've got your geographic qualifier, which is great. You also mention your service area down in the copy here. Again, I think that's really, really important if you want to get some decent search engine rankings. You could even get more mileage from that by making sort of a subheader down here with the service area, or including your address in the footer. Overall, the page is nice and clean. It seems simple and easy to use. You've got your toll-free number here, which is great. Sort of the hero shot and headline, which we'll talk about a little bit more in a minute, the main copy area, and a testimonial. And then you have these logos at the bottom, which I think are the kind of things that add credibility. So, and then you have a little footer navigation. So when we refresh the page, we see that this is actually a rotator. So this is Need an IT Management Solution, comparing network support. There's, I think, three different options. The problem is that they're not that compelling, and when they are fairly compelling, like this one, they don't follow through. So here you're talking about comparing network support and IT sourcing options. Knowing how to research IT companies is crucial to creating a successful relationship with the right technology partner. At Guru, we understand that having all the facts is a critical factor in evaluating a technical services firm. Okay, that's cool. Read more. This is not a great call to action. What I kind of want to see is something more specific, maybe benefits-oriented, like get all the facts or see how we compare, something. By using the same read more call to action button arrow again and again, you're losing an opportunity there. So I'm going to click on it, and all of a sudden I'm confused because it says how Guru can work for you. It doesn't really tell me how Guru compares to other providers, nor does it give me any help in really selecting the best choice. Down below you have Get Started, which is a little bit odd since it's at the bottom, but anyway, here what our satisfied clients are saying, learn about our services, read more about why Guru is the right choice. Okay, well that's what I kind of wanted to know because I clicked on that first headline. So here you have 4 paragraphs of text that talk about why Guru, but frankly, it's just not very compelling. If I were to sit here and read this during the evaluation, you would fall asleep. There are no subheaders, so I don't really understand, what is the point of each of these paragraphs? I think that the claims that you make are generic, and they're the kind of things that I'm sure your competitors are saying. What truly sets Guru apart is our belief in high standards of service. There's virtually no company out there that doesn't say they have high standards of service. It's just not really a compelling reason to differentiate you from your competitors. What's interesting to me is that the overall, clicking back on your home page, there's no home link. Not everybody knows that your logo is a link. We've been surprised many times by people who do user testing who just can't get back to the home page because there's nothing that says home. Yeah, what I was going to say is the overall feel of the page kind of begins to suggest a differentiator, which is people-oriented, good communication. We try to keep things simple. Those may be the values that, in fact, do differentiate you, but you're just not being clear about it. On the subject of people-oriented, here's the third rotator. Need an extra pair of hands. That kind of sounds to me like any old hands will do. I don't really need expertise. I just need a pair of hands. Maybe I do, but it's not, again, it's not compelling. Here's the same read more button. And the other problem here, when I click on this, I don't know where I am anymore. These pages are not in your navigation, or if they are, I just can't see them. So I think that's a problem. But back to the idea of people, the most glaring deficiency on the site, I think, is there is no mention of your people. It's as if people don't work here. It's baffling. You guys need to have bios, really good bios. You need photos of your key staff. You need photos of anybody that's going to come to my office and work in my location. I want to see what they look like before they arrive. It's an old expression, people do business with people. The only people on your website are stock people. It's just not, it's baffling to me that you don't have that information. On the subject of information, I'm going to click here. Well, first I'm going to click here because this is sort of interesting. Change your role. I don't know what that means. How Guru can work for you. Again, I don't know if that's part of your navigation or not. And again, you're really just being generic. Why go with Guru? Because we'll provide you with the best service and support. Okay, you can say that, and maybe it's true, but the people that are visiting your website are not necessarily going to buy it. What is much more compelling is when somebody else says it, which you have the testimonials, that's great, but also if you can be specific. We respond to your calls within 20 minutes, or you don't get voicemail when you call Guru, you speak to a person immediately. Any kind of specific, measurable statement that you can back up is going to be much more compelling than any of these, we're the best, we're the nicest, we're whatever. So again, change your role. It's just, again, a really weird little thing floating here. Need more information, click here to contact us.